Hello gamers, what's going on? It's Davy, joined by Baby Cody, and we're back with another match. I'm excited about this one. This is the Tucson Tyranitars up against the Marana Kabutops. We always look forward to the Arizona boys duking it out, and this one is the true homies, Pokey versus Sigmund. A battle of bros. Kind of a stanky battle, too. Pokey, at the time of this match, I believe, entering Week 7 is 0-6 on the season, and I believe Marana is 1-5. Both teams off to a really struggling start. I could be wrong. Marana might be like 2-4, but regardless, both teams not doing so hot. Marana especially performing, I think, lower than expectations. But it's always fun when these two play, and they don't always take it too seriously, which is nice. So let's jump into it. Let's check it out. Let's see how Pokey versus Sigmund goes down. Here we are. Here's game one. Volcarona into Superior. And we get a glare. And in true Pokey fashion, regardless of the situation, he's pressing boosting moves. He doesn't care. Now, if he has Bug Buzz, that's going to hit through this substitute. So that would be really nice if he has Bug Buzz. And there it is. Here comes Weavile with a big knockoff. Finishes off the Volcarona, but gets burned in the process. Volcarona with incredible value so far. And here's Manaphy probably pressing Tail Glow. No, really. I'm surprised, Pokey. You don't normally always just throw out the boosting moves right away. Here comes Aegis Slash, immune to Seismic Toss, immune to Toxic. In a very nice position facing down a Blissey. A Shadow Claw into Toxapex. Doesn't... Oh, never mind. It gets a critical hit. It will two-shot. Okay, never mind. And here's Excadrill, who comes in but Moltres Galar. On the Earthquake, it switches in for free. We get a Nasty Plot. Now we're going to Hurricane. We get a Confusion, of course. Pokey getting everything he wants right now. We get a Nasty Plot. There it is. Now I'm assuming this Excadrill is choiced. Maybe not. Never mind. Iron Head. Excadrill goes down. Moltres with a huge boost as well as the Berserk boost. Knockoff from Weavile. We'll finish it off though. 4 versus 3. Pokey up. Here's Aegis Slash. Knockoff does a big damage, but not enough to take it out. We're going to see Iron Head, yes. And Pokey in a very strong position here. Here comes Latias. Shadow Sneak does 38%, but a Calm Mind. And a Thunderbolt will take out Aegis Slash. Here's Gliscor down to its Sash. It was a Focus Sash Gliscor. You don't really see that very often. You also don't see Gliscor get frozen very often. Gliscor goes down. Here's Manaphy. Thunderbolt does big damage. And Pokey hits Tail Glow. So Manaphy just dies. Are we going to see a Scale Shot Garchomp? Will it matter? It will not matter. Latias takes the win. What the heck just happened there? What in the world just happened? I think we had to preserve the Aegis Slash. I don't know, man. I don't even know, man. Good win from Sigmund. Pulling in the Latias with the sweep at the end. Felt like Pokey had that one, but I guess not. Here's game 2. Switches things up. Here's Hatterene now. Garchomp in on the Weavile. We don't like that necessarily. Here's Mega Hatterene with a Mystical Fire. And it's just going to Calm Mind in the face of Blissey. Yeah, Blissey can't really do anything to Magic Bounce Mega Hatterene. But Iron Head is surely scary. That is some big damage. That Aegis Slash does not have any defensive investment. Now, Pokey's bread and butter is Mega Garchomp. If you've been watching him all season, you know Mega Garchomp with Scale Shot and Swords Dance is what makes the world go round. And there it is. It takes out the Excadrill. Here's Weavile threatening Ice Shard, however. Mega Garchomp goes down. And a Bolt Strike on Toxapex. Good damage, 59%. Wow. And Latias just Calm Minding up again. That's scary. What's your answer here? We're gonna have a Calm Mind War. Is that what happens? Is that what's gonna happen here? We're just gonna Calm Mind to infinity and hope for a crit. Is that the world that we're living in? Pokey, you gotta press Calm Mind. You can't just attack it. Okay, we've decided to start Calm Minding. Ice Beams does some pretty good damage. I have some thoughts. Just press Calm Mind. That's my thought. You just gotta get big. You gotta get bigger than big and just pray for a crit. Or a freeze, because he's throwing at Ice Beams. Latias so defensive on the special side. It's crazy. Alright, we are maxed out on Hatterene. I have a hunch how this is going to go down. Psyshock doing more damage would have been the better call this entire time. Psyshock does 53%. So it could technically out-roost 62% now, because it hits the physical defense. So that's the play, just... It's a big range, that's weird. And Latias goes down. Mega Hatterene now with Omega Boosts. How much is Triple Axle doing? Does it miss the third? It hits the third! Why would you not Drain Kiss there? I'm so confused. Why would you not Draining Kiss there? It doesn't matter, you do it here. Okay. Okay. Very risky, though. Very risky. If you just sucked the Weavile, you would have been fully healed before that. Oh, man. Psyshock should just one-shot this pussy. Psyshock will definitely one-shot this pussy. It hits on its physical defense. But, Sigmund just recognizing, like, what's the point of healing? Pokey, just press Psyshock. You have Psyshock. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're like choosing to make it slower. Why? Oh, there you go. There's a super effective move. And Pokey takes game too. Very nice. The +4. So Pokey, technically, right now, he's up +2. Sigma was +2 in the first, and he's +4 for Pokey's side, so Pokey's up +2. We're going to game 3! Here we are. Let's check it out. Victini on Latias. Latias, not playing around, says, go ahead and U-turn on me. I'm just going to start Calm Minding. I'm not even playing these games today. Oh, that's scary. Oh, yeah. Big damage. Good stuff. Here's Weavile, though. Okay. Gotta preserve Aegislash. Well, if Pursuit's coming, maybe not. Maybe that was the right call, actually. I take it back. Bolt Strike is interesting. I guess expecting a Toxapex switch in. I'll give you that. Nice. Good U-turn there. Here comes Mega Garchomp. Gets glared. You don't see Garchomp paralyzed too often. Oh, only hits 2 times. Has the worst luck with these scale shots, I feel like. That's tough. It still gets the KO. Nice. Pokey up 5 versus 4. And Latias is down. Here's Victini. You hard swap Excadrill here. Oh, you don't. You take the Bolt Strike. True, you have Recover. That's fair. Recover plus leftovers. Does Bolt Strike have any passive effects, like Paralysis or Flinch or something? Here's Excadrill. Now at a point where I think a Scald could just come out. Goes to Manaphy instead. Here's a Tail Glow. And a Toxic on Manaphy. Another Tail Glow. We are maxing out Manaphy. How much does Scald do? Or Surf? 61%. Teleports out to Weavile. Now Pursuit is really threatening here. Or just knock off your faster. That's fair. Ooh, critical hit Bolt Strike. There we go. And there's the Paralysis. Toxapex goes down. Good call with the V-Create. I guess going for the Excadrill switch in. Oh, but now you have a defense lower, so Pursuit. Okay, just knock off. Interesting. And it's looking like Weavile itself is just so frustrating to deal with. Stealth Rock is a good clip there. Weavile at 49%. Dies in 2 switches. This is the Toxic, that's annoying. Okay, there we go. Alright, if I'm Gliscor, I want to Roost up. I want to try to be at as much HP as possible when Weavile comes in. And hope for like a goofy like triple axle miss or something. I think that's the play, is like Roost here. Yeah, let's see how much triple axle does. If it's like just the first hit of triple axle, Gliscor should live. Doesn't matter. That's tough. Yeah. If Gliscor dodged part of the triple axle there, I think this was Poke's match. This is a really good set, actually. Because it came down to that final moment. But Ironhead should just finish it off. Yep, and there it is. So Sigmund takes it. Woo, baby! Close call. And I think he takes it at a negative differential. Because he's at +3. Poke took a +4 here. So Sigmund wins with a -1. That doesn't happen very often. Woo! Good match from the boys in AZ, man. Good match from Tucson. Shoutouts to the Tyranitar. Shoutouts to the Kabutops. Sigmund takes the win, but not without some blood and some bruises, man. Shouts to both teams for making it a good game. That was exciting. That was fun to watch. Sigmund told me that was going to be a good match to watch. I was excited I watched it. That's going to do it here, guys. We're going to jump into our next match in just a few moments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.